Hi, my name's Hannah and today I'm going to be discussing bloggers and influencers to enhance the digital marketing of Pointy. This can be done on any social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, or through blogs or vlogs by any influencer or blogger. Other topics I'll be discussing today are social influencers in the blogosphere, marketing influence value model, benefits of working with the blogger, and examples of different types of bloggers that Pointy can collaborate with in order to promote their Pointy box and their Pointy application. So the blogosphere is the records of personal thoughts and opinions by a group of people on the internet. And finding the correct blog site within the blogosphere is the most important research problem. So in order to get the most out of this ad or blog about Pointy, you need to find the right blogger to do so. This determines how the blog will influence people in the inside and outside of the blogosphere. And blog sites with greater marketing influence capabilities is important for lower marketing costs and wider channels to increase the visibility of the product and the service. So a study was conducted by Argwal et al. And they analysed the factors of the blog posts represented by bloggers. They analysed the number of blog posts each blogger was referred in, the number of bloggers that were referred to within that blog post, number of comments and likes on each post by the blogger, and the length of each blog. They use social networking analysis and social mining as these are two common approaches to finding the best blogger online. So they also combine social networking based data, content based data analysis, and activeness analysis to discover the correct blogger for their product and their service. So Pointy will also be doing this for their Pointy box and their Pointy application. They also discovered by doing this that word of mouth marketing is very powerful. And this study on word of mouth marketing was continued by Dobell et al. And they studied the impact of word of mouth marketing. They discovered it is extremely influential as people are likely to be affected by the decisions of their friends and their colleagues. So if one person was to hear from their friend or their colleague about a certain product or a service, they would be very influenced by them to get the same product and the same service. So the marketing influence model is how you would find the best blogger for your site. So this starts off with the blogosphere down at the bottom, and this is a range of all the different bloggers within the blogosphere. And you are to pick one that relates to your target market. Then to find the best one out of these, you get the network-based factors, the content-based factors, and the activeness-based factors. And you would analyse all these, and whichever one had the most of these for your product or your service, then that would be the best blogger for you to use. This is how the whole model was made. Activeness space. And once the blogger fits the criteria of the product or the service, the blogger will then suit the product. So it's important to find someone that is active on their media, as people always want to know what they're talking about. They're going to know what day they're going to upload vlogs or opinions or anything like that, and so people will always look at their blog. It's important that they also have the correct content, as people will be interested in what they have to say, and will also reach out to the correct target market for Pointy. So this model promotes the services with less effort and less cost, which is also important to customers as you're not wasting time or money on finding the correct blogger. By generating a ranked list of bloggers according to their influential powers, the most worthy bloggers with marketing value can be identified. This reduces the cost uncertainty and will give better results than other approaches. So if Pointy were just to pick a blogger out of nowhere, you wouldn't get the same result. So the benefits of working with an influencer. They improve your SEO. Partnering with influencers or bloggers will help drive traffic to your site, especially if you're using links from one site to another, or by simple just word of mouth again. So an example of this would be Good Greens. Good Greens are a nutrition-based company in the US, and they brought out a new health bar. So they picked 30 bloggers which reached out to their target audience. They gave 3 samples of each bar, and they asked the bloggers to write about their bar if they liked it. So 2 bloggers such as Raw Adorable and Spit That Out wrote about these bars. These two in particular bloggers were mums. They had a few kids, they were always on the run, so they wanted a healthy snack on the go. So these were the target audience that Good Greens read out to. And this increased the site visits by 2,000 a month, and also increased the sale average by 50% in 4 different months. So they targeted the correct audience, which gave them very good results. So more results are Man Tea. So Man Tea was a tea brought out by a health company, especially designed for men, to help with their metabolisms, their skin, the growth of the hair and growth of their nails, and they targeted the fitness area. So they chose 2 different fitness bloggers, Daniel Rutten, who at the time only had 14,000 followers, but now he has 30,000 followers on Instagram, and Tom Sutsky, and he had 10,000 followers on Instagram. So they asked the 2 bloggers to put up a picture of them with their tea and highlight the benefits of this tea. And then that worked out for them. It's important to note that you're not to focus on the amount of followers a blogger has, but more on the target audience that you want to reach and if those followers suit your criteria. So concentrating on the correct audience ensures the messages reach the correct people, leading to more sales and improved traffic on your site. So if someone does have a large amount of followers, they might only have 2 people that would be interested in your product. This would mean that you're wasting time and cost by sending your product or your sample to the wrong person. Whereas if you picked the right person, you get a better result, such as Good Greens and Man Tea did. Another benefit is you're building trust with your customers. So if you were to pick a reliable blogger, this means that your potential customers will trust you and trust the blogger's opinion. This will leave a lasting impressions with customers. They'll be happily satisfied when they get their product, and then they will trust the blogger and you guys from further on from there. Other benefits of using bloggers and influencers would be low cost, reach a numerous round of people with a single post, and you can also use linking websites to create more traffic on your page. So posts are low cost, but it's also important to note if you do pay a blogger to talk about your site, that has to be mentioned within the blog post. So if it's on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, the word sponsor has to come up, or paid, or something like that, just so the bloggers, the target audience know that this was sent to them by you guys. So that is part of the ASI new legislations. So different potential bloggers for Pointy include Ben Cotton, Goost, and Technology.ie. Ben Cotton, his blog is about how to build your business, marketing tips, and balance in your work life. So this would be good for potential startups of any businesses to purchase the Pointy box. He could highlight the benefits it brings. So it brings new customers into your shops, highlights the different stock you have, and it's a lot easier than setting up your own website if that's what you want. He could also highlight the fact that they bring in their own, that the hours of the shop are shown on the website, and you could get different rewards by using the Pointy box. Goost was set up by John, Martin and Gary, and they write about technology news from apps, gaming and smartphone released. So this would be a good website for them to talk about the Pointy application, as it would mean that more people would know about the app and know how to use, and then they would download it and start to use it themselves. Then this can be spread from word of mouth marketing, and they tell their friends and their colleagues how it's used, and this go on and on, increasing the rate of the download of the app. Technology.ie, their main marketing is their podcast. So their podcast would be the biggest thing that they put all their effort into, and they do interviews with the owners of companies in their technology industries and people who just bring out new apps. So Technology.ie could bring in people different companies which use the Pointy box, and they could also get the shop owners to highlight the benefits of the Pointy box and how it's affected their different businesses, or else they could get in the creators of the app. This would be really good, as they are really well known and really high up in the technology world, so a lot of people would tune in to listen to this from Technology.ie. Due to the high amount of bloggers and influencers and different types of sites, there's definitely different sites out there to suit Pointy. And this can be done across a wide range of different medias. By using the MIV model, the correct blogger can be identified and can be used in order to promote the Pointy blocks and the app. This will then increase the usage and more shops will be inclined to purchase the Pointy box, and by more shops purchasing the Pointy box, then more people will start using the application. Thanks for listening to my talk today, and I hope you enjoyed it.